Hi there, my name is June and welcome back to Beginner Balance and Flexibility. Today's 30-minute workout is going to incorporate the use of a ball. Usually I have one over there. And we will be going through a variety of progressions to enhance your flexibility as well as your balance and challenge you a little bit as well in a variety of ways. So make sure you have some water handy. Notice I have my water bottle there, and we're going to put that water bottle out of the way but within reach, and we're going to have a seat in our chair. So I'm going to invite you to sit down. And we're back in my studio again today. Yes, they're still working on my house. They haven't finished yet. We're still working. It's very noisy, so this is a much quieter arena for us to work in. So we're going to begin as we always do, seated comfortably on your chair. However, remember in my last workouts, if you haven't been with me before, we want to sit more forward than back. The reason for that is so that we can have a little bit of body weight here, and we can be conscious of what we're doing with our legs and the muscles in our legs as well. So I'm sitting upright, right at the edge of my chair. It's a big chair. I kind of disappear in it sometimes because I'm kind of small. But just sit at the front edge. Make sure you can feel all 10 toes of your feet, or maybe even better, the pads under your big toes and under your feet, so you can press them down and also feel your heels on the ground. I'm going to take you through a little bit of a breath awareness here, because breathing is such an important aspect of what we do when we exercise, as much as it is so effective in everything we do in life. So just sitting with your hands right on top of your thighs, but you can relax your shoulders a little bit. Perfect. And while we're here, we just want to focus on the breath that's moving in and out of your body. So inhale, and as you do, you start to feel your torso expand, right? And then when you exhale, you feel how your torso reduces in diameter. Let's do it again. Inhale. And then exhale. And again, deep breath in. And then exhale. Let's do one more of those, just for focus. You notice how when you take that deep breath in, and then when you exhale, it allows you to relax and focus. Let's do another one. Inhale. Take in all that air, and then exhale. Nice job. Now I'm going to have you take your hands, place them on either side of your hips at the edge of your chair. So we're applying gentle pressure to that chair. I'm going to do what I call a modified cat and cow. What I'm going to do is think of a nice tall torso. So that torso is not going to bend from the top of my body to my belly button. I'm going to take a breath in, and as I exhale, I'm going to curl my tailbone under just a little bit. Notice I haven't gone too far. And then I'm going to come back, sit up as tall as I can. So this is a gentle reminder that we don't want to be rolling back like this. We want to be sitting upright as tall as we can. We're going to add some breath. So I'm going to have you inhale. And as you exhale, curl that tailbone under just a tiny bit. And then exhale, come back up and sit tall. Feel the rib cage and your chest lift open. Do it again. Exhale under. Nice. And then inhale, sit nice and tall. Can we try that one last time? Here we go. Exhale. Curl the tailbone back a little bit. Not too much. Now sit tall. Sit nice and tall. Beautiful. Nice job. Now we're going to start to just sway side to side. Just a little sway. I'm not lifting my hips off the chair at all. I'm just doing a little sway. I can go slower. So if slower suits you better, go slower. Take the speed that works for you. If you like a little bit faster, you can kind of sway side to side like this. It feels like you're lifting up one side of your hip, but you're not complete. Let's go slow again. Go slow. And go slow. Nice job. And slow. Nice job. We're going to come back to the center and pause for a moment, finding that breath. Inhale. Exhale. Feel tall as you exhale. I'm going to do a gentle twist. Take your left hand on the outside of your right thigh. So have you twist back. And I'm going to have you come back to center. Do that again. I'm going to have you twist back. And then come back to center. 2 more of those. We're ready. My hands on the outside of my thigh. Twisting up. Also pulling back my right shoulder as I do that. Do one more here. Take that twist with me now to the back. Then come back to center and move the hand to the other side. Same thing. Take a twist. Come back to center and release. Nice job. That's awesome. Let's do that again. Take a twist. Pull that left shoulder blade back. And then bring it back to center. We're going to do one more of these. Take that twist. Twist sideways. Then we come back to the center. That looks great. Nice job. So now, our heels, we're going to lift them off the ground, and I'm going to push them to the ground. I want your emphasis on the push down. Lift heels, push them down. Really think about it. Lift to the balls of your feet, push them down. Do it again. Lift, and then push one more time. We're going to revisit this in another category later. I want you to now to lift your heel up, alternating heels. You got it. Perfect. So we're lifting those heels. Now let's focus on the toes. Push both heels to the ground. Now lift up those toes and push the toes back down to the ground. Ready? Lift those toes again. Lift up. Get ready to push them down again. Here we go. Push them down. Nice. Let's do one more of those. Lift those heels up. Excuse me, toes up. I said that wrong. It's your toes. And then push them back down. You notice how you feel a little bit of action here in your shins? Do it one more time. I want you to focus on your shins. Brain to shin. And then push down. Let's do our last one here. Lift up the toes towards the shins. Perfect. And release. Nice job. Moving on. I call this next move chicken arms. Why? Because it reminds me of chicken wings. So we're going to take our elbows, place them somewhat close to the side of our body, and notice how when I put my arms like this, it looks like a chicken wing, right? So what we're going to do is bring those arms here, and we're going to open up the arms to chicken arms, and then pull your arms into your body and kind of wrap your waist a little bit. Open those chicken arms here. Beautiful. Can you feel how the shoulder blades pull together? You can feel them a little bit more consciously when you do that. Do it again. Open those chicken arms. And then bring them back. Now I'm going to add on to this. So if you'd like to watch me first, feel free. I'm going to do chicken arms. Reach out. Pull it in. And close. Join me if you'd like. Chicken arms. Reaching out. Pulling the elbows in. And bring across my body. Perfect. So what we're doing here is adding a little intensity by extending the arms away from the body while we also increase range of motion in your shoulders. Reach and open. Bring it in. Can you do one more for me or with me? Here we go. Chicken arms, sit up nice and tall. Keep those abdominal muscles pulled in. Elbows in. Beautiful. Nice job. From here, we're going to take a nice side bend. And the side bend is going to allow us to reach down to one side and come back up. One side, and then come back up. Now, I'm going to add a little change. When I reach side, I want to aim towards my calf muscle here, and then release up. Let's stay on this left side here for a little bit. Let's take it towards the ankle. Feel that stretch to the side, and then we come over. Perfect. We're going to do one more here and add something on to add a little bit more rotation to the mixed. Nice. Now when I do the reach to my calf, I'm going to bring my arm to my shoulder, my hand to my shoulder, and twist a little bit as I reach. And then I'm going to come all the way back up. Ready? I'm going to reach down to my calf, touch the shoulder, twist a little bit towards that side, and come back up. I'm going to do one more of those. So I'm going to reach here, touch the shoulder. Now this time, notice I'm looking away and coming back up. Can you try that one more time? Reach down. Hand comes to your shoulder. Twist, look over your shoulder. Beautiful. We're going to do the other side now. So we're going to come back to that upright position and just do some lateral reaches first and come side. Nice. We're going to do that again. Reach sideways. Come back down and another one. Now if you recall, what we did on the other side is we took our hand towards the calf. Right? We started reaching. That's starting to add that rotation and come back, because rotation is such an important component of our body moving, because we have to move our body in all three planes of motion. Release. Now watch my change. I'm going to go back to here. Here comes my hand on the shoulder, and I'm looking over that shoulder to increase that rotation. I'm going to do it again, reaching down towards my ankle. Hand comes to the shoulder, and find that twist. Let's do about two more here. Take a deep breath in. Let's exhale here. Hand comes to the shoulder. Inhale and look over that shoulder. And come back. We have one more. I'm going to go down to the side. Hand goes to the shoulder. Reach and come back. You notice how we remain seated the entire time with the weight even on both sides of our hips. So now I'm going to separate my feet just a little bit more here. And I'm going to do what I call a bow and arrow. So I'm going to take my right arm out to the side and take my left arm with it. And then I'm going to pretend I'm pulling and back. Can you join me? I'm going to pull and then I'm going to release. And as I pull, I'm finding that openness in my chest. So I've got a little bit of openness in terms of flexibility. While I'm pulling back with the other arm, I'm getting the opportunity to build some muscular endurance at the same time. I'm going to do 2 more of these. And then 1 more. Perfect. Release your hands, take a little break, and let's do the same thing on the other side. Bring this hand to here. Notice how I had to rotate to do that. And I pull, and I reach back. And I pull, and I reach back. I'm going to do 2 more of these. Pull, and reach back. 1 more, and pull. Got it. Perfect. Nice job. Hands are going to come to the side of my chair. I'm going to scoot a little bit forward. You remember how we did in the warm-up? We were pushing those heels down, 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 and down. Here we go. Keep going. Push, push, push. So I'm just lifting my heels just a little bit, and I'm getting a little action. I'm going to feel a little bit of the action at the top of my thighs. Perfect. You got it. Now let's slow this music, not the music down. Let's slow our moves down. Slow down, and then lift. Now as I go back to my heels, I'm going to lift my toes. So I'm going to push heels down and toes. Look at my body. Can you join me as I pump my body forward and back? Hinging back, and then forward. Push those heels down. Push, and come back. Push. Heels up. Heels down, heels up, heels down, heels up. Let's do 2 more. Heels up, heels down. Last one here. And then sit nice and tall and just give me an alternating heel lift, just to work it out, just a little bit. So now we're changing the position of the ankle joint to get a little bit more what we call elongation, meaning lengthening through the muscle, to get a little bit of stretch through the front of that ankle. As we walk all the time, we're walking all the time, our ankle joint is in a flexed position. By lifting up the heel, notice how that front of your ankle joint has the opportunity to stretch a little. Perfect. Nice job. So now I'm going to stop that movement and we're going to grab the ball. So if you don't have a ball, a great substitute is a roll of toilet paper or a roll of paper towels, whichever works. Right? So I'm going to take that ball, I'm going to place it right above our knees. We're right here. And the ball is going to be there in an effort to turn on those muscles inside your thighs. We're sitting tall now. We're not hinging forward or back yet. We will. But I want you to focus on squeezing that ball and releasing it. And then squeeze and release. And again. And squeeze the ball. Can you feel those muscles working? You should feel the core come into play. Even those muscles in the center of your body have the opportunity to work. Nice job. Now in this next one, we're going to hold the ball here. I'm going to do those double heel pumps as we hinge forward. So stay here, pump down, push down with those heels. There we go. Awesome. Now this time, can you alternate? Let's take one heel up and down. You'll notice that the ball allows for a little bit of a shift. I'm going to slow this movement down. Let's go slow and slow and slow. Nice. And then we're going to do it a little quicker. Let's go. Let's go 1, 8 counts. 3, 4. Hands can be here. You can hold on. Now go slow. Slow. Pull those abs in tight. I'm still hinged at my hips. Here we go. Now a little faster. Hold on to your chair. Let's go 1, 2 to 8 counts. Here's 4. Almost to 8. Let's go slow. 1, just 4. 2, you got it. And 3. And then 4. And then faster. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Here's where we're challenging our balance here. And then go back slowly. Finish with the slow. And 2. And then 3. And the last one, nice job. So you felt how your core had to react as you were hinging forward. You always can take a break whenever you need to. Let's take the ball, place it in our hands this time, and let's bring the feet closer together. So we're here. So we're going to take the ball, hold it at our chest, dropping our shoulders, being aware that we're not shrugging them up to our ears too much. I'm going to take the left leg and slide it out, abducting and bring it in. Notice how I've lifted my toes a little bit to make it easier to glide the leg back and forth. There we go. One more time. We're going to do this on the other side, your right side now. Just hold that ball, shoulders down, bring that leg in. Here's 2. Come back in. We have 2 more. Bring it out and then in. Nice job. Now let's attempt to do both. And as we do that, we hinge a little bit back and come in and back and in. 2 more of those. Here we go. Hinge back and in, hinge back and in. Just your left side, out and in. Just your right side, out. Now both. Let's hinge back with it. Hinge back and then forward, hinging back. Take the ball to here and let's twist side. Twist side. Exhaling as you do, come center. Now to your left side. And let's go to your right side again. Nice twist side. And back. We're going to bring the ball back to your chest. And then abduct to your left side. Out. And in. And your right. Out. And in. Now both. Lean back. Back. And come forward. Lean back. Legs together. Arms out. Twist to your side. Twist, exhale, come back center, twist to the other side. Let's do 1 more each side, twist. Coming back, 1 last one. Perfect, you got it. Nice job. 1 last one, you ready? Left, and come in, then your right, left. Now we hinge back, challenging the core, going back, bringing those legs together, go back again, back. We stay here, arms out, twist to your right side, twist, coming back, twist to your left, perfect. We repeat that to the right again, keeping the shoulders down, nice tall torso, and back. Beautiful, that was great, nice job. Let's take a little break for some water. I'm going to have you hold on to that ball on your lap. I'm going to take a drink, real important, we want to hydrate ourselves, right, throughout, so. And then make sure this is out of your way, right? Just refresh yourself, that's really important. All right, so still sitting in the same position, we're going to start to add a knee lift to this. So what we're going to do is keep the ball in your hands, knee lift, tap the floor, abduct, very similar to what we did, but this time we're lifting the knee, ready? So lift the knee, tap the floor, abduct side, come back center, lift that knee, tap the ball, bring it down, take it out to the side, abducting to the side. Again, lift your knee up, tap the floor, abduct to your side, then bring it back in, abducting in. 1 last one here, tap the ball, bring it down. Now when you're tapping the ball, try to keep your torso very still because your body wants to go back. Knee lift and down, take it to the side, out, and then in. Knee lift up, and then down, tap it out, glide it out and in. 2 more of these, tap the ball, and come back down, take it side, and side, here we go, last one here, lifting up. Hold those abs in when you lift it up, take it side, nice job. In comes in, now watch my change. I'm gonna tap side, and come together. Notice how I'm leaning my body. Now, if you need to hold on to the chair with 1 hand, reach out, come back in, switching hands. Lift out, come back in. Switching side, we're reaching out. Coming back in, and reach out. Come back in, we're almost there. Reaching out. Come back in, reach to the side, reach. Now, here's a little bit of a challenge. Try both arms. Now, if you feel more comfortable keeping 1 hand on the chair, do that. This challenges your balance as well as your flexibility, right? reach, coming back. I'm going to go back to that knee lift, remember? So the ball is out here. Exhale, lift your knee. Knee, tapping out, taking it to the side, and coming back. Other side, same thing. Lift the knee, bring it down, take it side, and come back out. We ready? We're going to reach side, reaching side. Now if you want to use both hands, feel free. I'll do both hands on the next one. Reach. Coming back. We have one more here. Ready? Ball is out. Tap the knee. Exhale. Abduct out. Abduct in. Tap the knee with the other. Abduct out. Adduct in. Ball in one hand or both. Reach side. Reach side. Both hands maybe, right? Reach. Notice how that really challenges your body. That was a great one. That's one of my favorite. I love to move on that side. It just makes my body feel like I'm moving and grooving as we do this. I'm going to take this ball. I'm going to put the ball over here for a moment. Want to grab another drink? Feel free. I'm going to, because that one, excuse me, that one really charged up our energy, right? A little bit. So now what we're going to do is reposition ourselves on the chair. So we're going to scoot ourselves over to the right side. I'm going to have our one leg, left leg, supported on the chair with your hamstring fully on. Now what I'm going to ask you to do right now is just to shift your body weight forward and back. Hand is going to be right above my knee joint, but my heart is never going to collapse. My heart is always going to stay up. I'm going to lean forward, and I'm going to lean back. I'm going to lean forward. What's happening is I'm leaning back. Can you feel that stretch here? Leaning forward and leaning back. I'm going to do two more. Leaning forward, leaning back. Beautiful. Now if I want, I can add a little knee lift. Hold on to your chair, come back here, lift your knee. Come back down and lift your knee. So this is a little bit more challenging. It allows us to build a little bit more muscular endurance. Careful not to allow your back or upper portion of your back to bend. We have one more here, and then we're going to sit nice and tall. Now I'm going to introduce to you an arm that I call the Scarecrow Arm. So think of Halloween or the fall, and this is a scarecrow, right? So what it does, it allows us to have a slight inward rotation of our shoulder. Shoulders rotate externally, shoulders rotate internally. So with this one, we're going to keep our shoulders down, right? And we're going to start to abduct, not abduct, bend the elbow. We're just reaching down to the side to side here, using that scarecrow type arm. So that gives us the opportunity to be able to get a little side bend out of this. We're going to do this about 3 more times. Here comes 2, keeping my shoulders down, and then 3, and then I'm going to come to the center of my chair. Take your time, bring your leg in, scoot yourself to the center, get to the very center, and what we want to do here is what I call a shuffle slide. So watch, I'm going to bring one leg forward and one leg back, so I'm shuffling back and forth, and I'm making sure I'm keeping my hands on the chair. I can take my hands off if I'd like, but for this first one, let's keep it on the chair and just create a little action with those legs sliding. Sometimes I'm going on my heels, sometimes I'm going on my toes. I'm going to let you do whatever works best for you, and we can go slow. We can go here, and here, and here, and here, and here. 2 more. That's awesome. Last one. Perfect. So guess where we're going next, right? To the left side. So carefully, take your time. Move over to the side of your chair, and you want your back leg with the knee pointing down towards the ground so that your hamstring on this leg is completely supported. And we're going to keep our hands on the chair as we come forward, open chest, and back. Exhale forward. Notice that change in the music that tells us that something new is coming very soon. And then reach. Perfect. We've got it. Back. 2 more. One last one. This looks great. Now remember what we did before? We added that knee lift. So let's come forward. Heart is lifted. Lift the knee. Heart is lifted. Lift the knee. Heart is lifted. Lift the knee. Perfect. We have about 2 more of these. Back and forth. Nice job. Perfect. Now are we ready? We're going to go to that Scarecrow Arm. Ready? So we're reaching arm up, and arm up. So that arm is coming in front of that chair. So we're bending sideways with a little bit of rotation. Front, and reach, and reach, and reach. Keep going. Scarecrow arm, one at a time. Reach, we got it. Nice job. One more each side, reaching long, and then coming back to the center of your chair for that slide. If you recall, you want to keep your hands securely onto that chair so that you have a balance. You're keeping your body stable at the same time. Shoulder down, ready, slide, heel, 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 heel. Now toe, toes, 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 toes. Let's slow the movement down. Let's go. Heels, heels, and heels, and heels. Now toes. Slide toes, slide toes, slide toes. Beautiful. And toes one more time. Heels, and heels, and heels, and heels. Watch my change. I'm going to step, step, back, pull it in. This time I'm going to step forward, then step back. Step forward, drag it back. And one more time, I'm going to change my lead legs. My left leg goes forward, forward, and forward, and back, and back, and forward, and forward, and back. One more each time. Now I'm sliding my feet along the ground, trying to get those hamstrings to work a little bit more here. Change lead legs. Right leg slides forward, left leg. Nice job. Perfect. Now if you recall, we did Scarecrow Arms, so the arms were this way. This time I want your palms to be up. Ready? And sit nice and tall here. And let's take the arms, bend the elbows, and reach the arms out. Feel that length and come back in. Notice that my thumbs are up on this one. Reach again. Reach out. Coming back in. Reaching out. Coming back in. Two more. Reaching out. Come back in. Last one. We're going to add a little bit of rotation here. Hold here. Now twist to your right side. Exhale. Coming back. Take those arms out. Reach. Pull it in. Twist to your left side. Coming back. We have one more each side. Reach out with both. Come back with both. Now twist to your right. Come back to center. Reach both arms out. Twist to your left side. Coming back to center. Release and just sit back a little bit. Kind of shake it out a little bit so we can take a little bit of shoulder rolls. So if you need some water, grab some. Right? We'll do that first before moving on. And take a drink. Good job. Awesome. I'm going to bring this back down to the ground and out of my way. I'm going to have us put the ball between our knees again. And as we're sitting here, I want you to sit back just a teeny bit further. Not too much, because I want you to have a good position where you can still feel your feet on the ground. Keeping a nice tall torso, that's what helps us keep our core engaged. What we're going to do is do some shoulder rolls. So shoulder roll back. Shoulder roll back. I want you to add some rotation with this by lifting the elbow a little bit. Now notice my palm. I'm scooping my arm forward like I'm picking up something from the ground as I'm rotating the torso back and forth. Reach. Rolling the shoulder back with it. This is going to help us move into our cool down. This kind of feels good, doesn't it? You feel how your body's shifting weight. One last one each side. Beautiful. Nice job. Now, I'm going to take the ball from between my knees because I want to be in a more narrow stance. So you can either place it on the ground or to a place where you have it out of your way. Now I'm going to move a little bit more forward on the chair. So we're having a little bit more of an opportunity to be able to sit up nice and tall. So let's take those shoulder rolls and be more specific with them so that we're keeping the body nice and immobile, so to speak. So my torso stays still while my shoulders move. So I'm not adding that beautiful body rock, that flowy feeling. I just want to work and isolate the shoulders right now. Awesome. Nice job. And then we're going to take yourself to a wide stance here. You can adjust your position if you need to. And while you're here, let's do alternating heel lifts, coming back, alternating heel lifts, lifting up and down. We're going to do one more on the left and one more on the right. Perfect. Then I'm going to ask you to lift the toes of your left foot, lower them down, do it again, lift the toes, lower them, and now lift and give me a circle with your ankle inward. Notice how that circle's coming in towards my midline. Now I'm going to take it the other way, so now I'm going outside. Great. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Lift and then lower. Lift and then lower. Now inwardly circle the leg coming towards the midline. I shouldn't say leg, it's actually circling your ankle. Your leg is moving a little bit. And now do the other, circling that ankle around. That should feel really good. Right? Now we're going to take both of our hands and place them on the opposite thigh as you slide your left leg out. Now notice how I'm coming down and forward a little bit. I am hinging forward from my hip, taking my hands on this thigh and dropping my shoulder and looking over my right shoulder. Maybe taking the hand away and reaching towards my foot. If you feel like you need more balance, place the hand on the chair. That will assist you. Nice adductor stretch. We come back, we come to this side. Good, and now we slide the other leg out. Hands on this side, we ready? We're gonna take that bend forward to find that nice stretch. And if we wanna reach that arm forward, we can. We get a little bit more. Oh, we can grab the chair, whatever feels, but we're getting a little bit of rotation here. If you point the toe, you get even more of a stretch through that leg. I'm gonna come carefully back up and bring our legs back together and extend one leg out. With this leg out, I'm going to have you hold on to the chair with your right hand as you reach towards your ankle, keeping your chest lifted, and then bend your elbow, place it on the shoulder, and lean back. Raising the elbow up to get a nice stretch in your hip flexor. Come back, scoop down again, reach. Arm comes up to the shoulder and lean back. Bring that leg in, and we do the same thing here. Ready? We reach the right hand towards the ankle. We scoop up, hand comes to the shoulder, reach the elbow up for a nice hip flexor stretch. Bring it down and reach out again. Hand comes to the shoulder, lift, and release, and bring your feet together. And just place your hands on your thighs, or just maybe put the palms up to get those arms to relax a little bit. Open up your heart, drop your chin to your chest, and let your head roll to one side. Come back to center, let your head roll to the other side. Come back to center, lift the chin off the chest, and let the heart lift towards the ceiling and the crown of your head reach up as well. Good. Just focus on that breath again. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. And again, inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath in again. Exhale out, and thank you so very much for joining me today. It's such a pleasure to work with you and share the joy of movement to you all the time. I hope that I'll see you again next time. Oh, look who's coming. It's Guero. Has to say hello. You can sit down, sweetie. Say hello. Sit, sit, sit. He's such a good boy and such a great boy. Anyway, thank you so much. I hope to see you in one of my next workouts very soon. Until then, Guero and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope to see you